All right, guys. We got Dark at the top right side of the map. It's the semi-finals of the Pigstarcraft Weekly Cup. He's up against ASTREA. That's right, guys. We've got our name on the cup now. This is the replacement cup for the America's $400 weekly. And Stego's been a god of just hosting these events. Was putting in all the prize money on his own in the first week after the Ursasaur Brawl kind of fell apart. Or Ursasaur Cup, as I believe it was called. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why that one stopped happening. But anyway, he would just put up all the money himself and organize it. And I was like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Let me throw $200 in. You guys were so generous, so we have just saying, well, you know what? We're going to throw $200 in every week. And with how generous people have been, maybe we can take over the entire cost at some point. We'll see how it goes. But for now, thank you very much for the overwhelming support. And I can't wait to cast some games. ASTREA vs. Dark here. Obviously, we'd like ESL to come back, pick these cups up again, announce the new season, have EWC and everything lead into that again next year would be amazing, but got to wait for those sort of decisions to be finalized that are pay grade well above my own. So for now, we as a scene are enjoying that weekly StarCraft. And, you know, it's been kind of interesting because I know some players were taking some time off during this off season, but there's guys who just never take time off. Dark, Beyond, grinders. ASTREA took a little bit of time off about a month after EWC. He's back to grinding. You've got obviously like Hero. Actually, Hero hasn't been as active, has he, lately? So maybe Hero's taking a little bit of time off, but it does feel like there's a few of the players, Clem, Max, who are just there every single week saying, give me my money. I like playing this game. I don't need time off because I love playing StarCraft. And I think that's something where some of the older players who've been at it for a decade probably are like, yeah, I need a bit of time off here and then to focus. I think Cyril's actually been one of the best pretty much his whole career as far as I can remember. He's taken off a month here or there, you know, a few weeks here or there, and a lot of players have trouble doing that and they kind of burn themselves out, but I don't think Dark gets burned out. He often looks like he plays without very much preparation. I think he just likes playing, and I think he enjoys playing tournaments. I think Dark's the kind of guy who doesn't really like practicing in a methodical way. I think he just likes competing. I think even when he practices, it's just hopping on ladder and trying things out. I really get that feeling from Dark, that he intuitively is just figuring things out as he goes. Now, we do have a Void Ray first opening. There will be a nice Overlord gift wrap for it. Immediate kill on the Overlord, which is not bad, but a Void Ray is a very expensive unit. And remember, this map's very good for Queen Walk because it's so short. And we've already got a Roach Horn and a second gas, which means, yeah, he's preparing for the Queen Walk. So Dark's going to do an incredibly quick Queen Walk. Normally, ASTREA counters this with Dark Templar, but I don't think of a Void Ray Oracle opening you can actually do that. So he might be better off playing like nice and going for a delayed third. Oh, what he's going to do it. He's going to go Tempests. Tempests are really good on this map, guys, because if you get behind the main and the natural, you can siege both bases from one direction. Oh, I would have liked to see him commit to that Void Ray. I know it would have taken him down into the deep orange, like dark orange, almost red hit points if he did it, but I don't know. I think an early Overlord's worth. Gets himself to... Oh, not the best targeting, but he does get 3 drones in the end. A very successful first Void Ray. And look at this. He's hiding, guys. I was like, dude, why is he in such a dangerous position? ASTREA realized he's on the high ground, so he actually isn't getting spotted there. He sees that there's no drones at 440, so he should not build a third base. No, ASTREA, it's 440 and there's no drones. Come on. Don't you dare. ASTREA, bad. Don't do it. Build batteries. He's made a battery. He needs to full wall his base right now. He needs to full wall his base. He's building more batteries. His Tempests haven't even started, guys. This is hitting so early. He's not even walking queen. It's only 2 queens. The Void Ray, the Oracle, could beat this on their own. This is 5 minutes. He needs to pull probes. You need to fight with probes right now. Battery overcharge will help, but oh, he's already lost 2 adepts. Battery overcharge got used a bit early. Void Ray does fly past the queens. That could do really good damage. Focus the roaches is the best move here. The Void Ray, you're not going to do any damage to that. Okay, so we've got more Void Rays building. 2 Stargate Void Ray will, of course, eventually defend 2 queens. No wall off though. I think ASTREA should be fine because he's playing Dark. There's part of my brain that's like he's dead. Is that weird? Am I becoming superstitious in my old age, guys? I feel like I am. Like everything ASTREA has is the perfect setup to defend this, and yet I somehow think Dark's still going to magician his way to victory. Oh, that bile landed on the Adepts and a Void Ray. You got to dodge these biles, mate. The Adepts are taking big biles to the face, but it slowed down the Zergling advance. Oracle turns on its laser beam. He's got to dodge. Void Rays dodging really nicely. And the Void Rays are focusing the Ravagers. The Adepts are focusing the Zerglings. Dark! A surprisingly committed, super fast Ling Roach Ravager. But ASTREA was ready for it. He scouted really well with that Void Ray Oracle combo, and he holds on in game 1. Oh, guys, Dark at the bottom right. Sorry, I was just talking about random stuff. Dark is going for a hatch first into a third hatchery blocking. That's right, guys. This is a 3 hatchery before pool build where one of them is delaying Astrea's natural. Astrea pulls 4 probes and Chrono's a zealot. He's got a second pylon building. He will be supply blocked for a little bit. 1 worker on gas is perfect because that's enough to just afford adepts. You need to chrono adepts to counter pressure because you know Dark's going to be wide open to your counter harassment with this build. Now, the hatchery is losing hit points once you have a zealot and 4 probes, but it's not that fast. On the other hand, as long as Astrea keeps building probes and then chronos an adept out, I think it's perfectly fine. I really don't think this pays off for Dark. This should put Astrea ahead in terms of the raw numbers. Now, keep in mind, StarCraft is not just about numbers. It's about psychology. It's about mindset. And even though he comes out ahead in terms of the economy, Astrea's build is thrown off. His second gas is late. His Stargate's going to be late. His scouting's limited. There's a drone that sees whatever he's doing the moment he chooses to do it. So there's kind of like an up and down here, where Dark probably spent more money than Astrea did, but he's gonna find himself just in a position where Astrea is a little less comfortable with what's going on from now on. All right, guys. 1 drone's going down. Dep's gonna shade forward. No Zergling speed, so he has to build 10 Zerglings here. And that's all you need to do as Astrea, just force him to build 10 Zerglings. But oh my gosh. I don't know if attacking the third hatchery is the play, guys. Oh no. This is such a dumb way to lose the game, Astrea. You're gonna lose to 10 slow Zerglings. Oh no. And he has a pylon in the wall, so he's really weak here. He does have a probe. Okay, his probe's in the wall. He might not die to this if he walls off quickly. Astrea, he's got money. Gateway. Astrea reacts slowly. Oh, and he actually saves the probe. Oh, pylon. If this adept doesn't get out, that's a real problem. Okay, the adept gets out. He's got 2 adepts and a zealot. He's fine. He should be fine as long as he doesn't he's going to cancel the cybercore and build a pylon. Don't do that. There's a lot of Zerglings coming, bro. You need to just let it finish. He's going to cancel. Oh, God, this is such a... Oh, no. You have to cancel it as Astrea because it's inefficient not to. Look at what happens when he cancels this, guys. The Zerglings are waiting. Dark's waiting. Dark's like, do it. You know you want to cancel it. Dark's waiting for it. He's got 20 Zerglings. Oh, like he does get the zealot in the wall, but it's going to go down. And now, because he doesn't have a power field, he can't re-wall. No. Full wall. Build the other pylon. No. Sometimes I don't know if Dark's good at StarCraft or he's just a funny man, guys. Whichever way it is, I like what I see. Dude, Astrea's probe micro was sick. Astrea, wall off now. Don't you dare not wall. Dude, how did he only lose 2 probes? That was actually... Dark just did some baboon stuff. Totally caught Astrea off guard. And Astrea manages to hold on. Dude, he only lost 2 probes. He did lose a zealot, 2 adepts, you know, and a pylon. But it was 20 Zerglings. This is playable. I think Dark has a little leady, though. I think he has a little lead. I mean, yeah, Dark's got a lot of larva right now. You guys notice that? Little Americanization. I pronounced the R. You guys incessant whining about my accent. Being like, lava, volcano. Yeah, it's got to me. I've changed who I am as a human because I'm that much of a fucking... I'm that unconfident in my own self that I have to bow down to your imperialism. Okay, I'll stop ranting. Anyways, Void Ray's going to rotate left. Only gets 1 creep tumor. There's another one there, so it's fine. And I'm actually consciously... I hate it every time I do that. It's subconscious. And I'm going to try and consciously go back to saying lava, guys. Lava. Well, gets himself a drone. Remember, a drone is not just a dead drone. It's also 1 extra lava that gets wasted there. And the more lava, you know, it can put your opponent in hot waters, figuratively and literally. Bloody lava, mate. All right, layers on the way. Adeptive glaives, guys. That's right, adeptive glaives. That was subconscious what I just said there as well. Obviously, it's resonating glaives, but they're 4 adepts, so I think adeptive glaives, you guys know what I mean. 4 drones do go down. Lava. Void Ray, dude, this Void Ray is Chad moding it. This Void Ray has 11 kills. Well, he was doing well until he decided to fight the Queen. Void Ray got a bit overconfident, guys. The Adepts just poked forward. There's no Roach Warren. Dark's... Oh, okay, so this is what Dark does in messy games on this map. He goes 5 hatch mass Zergling, and then he tries to win the game with just pure Hydra Zergling. It's one of the greediest builds of all time. But because he had a lead from the early game, he might be able to survive. There's only 10 Adepts coming across. His Baneling Nest is on the way, and he's massing Zerglings. So I think when he poked forward and saw like 5 Adepts at the third, I think he realized what was happening. Now he definitely realizes what's happening. He did build 3 more drones just now. Doesn't have Banelings ready just yet. Can these Adepts even find damage? ASTREA's going Blink. Blink is not optimal after this. He needs to go Robo Bay. He needs to realize what's happening, realize there's no Roach Horn, and he needs to go Robo Bay. But ASTREA hasn't seen the 4th or 5th base. Nice positioning on these Adepts in the back, but the ones in the middle got absolutely wrecked. So that was actually a really good D by Dark. Oh, man. Gonna take out a few drones at least. At least he does get 4 drones there. Oracles in the main waiting, not really finding anything to defeat. Focuses down workers in the main. With the Oracles, I could get behind this. The Adepts are gonna go down. He needs to go Robo Bay, second Robo. If he goes Colossus play as ASTREA and hits a 3 Colossus timing with a Prism and Blink, he can win this game. Adepts finding 6 drones. Problem is, the standard thing here is to just go Blink and get wrecked. I think that's what ASTREA might end up doing. These Adepts got a few more workers. They're trading okay. Units lost type, you can see very close between the two. That's what you want, though. 2 drones. Only 2 more from the Oracles. Not as much as I think he was potentially looking for. But leaving them in the base. Bit of a weird choice there, ASTREA. ASTREA's definitely got the adrenaline pumping this game. Because Dark is playing like a savage. I like that wall off on the right side. Can get blown up by Banelings on the front, but only the front. I'm pretty sure the top side is not sealed, though. There we go. He does seal it now. So that's going to take him from 5 to 8 gates. Blink +1. ASTREA shows no sign of going Colossus. And we know that ASTREA cannot beat Dark's Hydras with his Blink Micro. No offense to ASTREA. He's good at like taking small little engagements. But if you're in a position where you need to brute force Blink Micro to take them on, you're going to be screwed. The second Robo goes down with Robo Bay. Dude, ASTREA, I'm so impressed he held in that early game. Dark is going Massling Bane Hydra. And it's all about how early he commits. He's on 77 workers. He has an economic lead, 5 hatcheries. I definitely still favor Dark, even though the Colossus are coming out, because the Colossus just aren't that early. And we could see a situation where Dark either just wallops him with Hydra Bane or just techs up to Lurkers. Both of them will do fine. The earlier you get Viper Lurker, the easier to counter Colossus. And the sooner you hit a Hydra Bane timing, the more chance it has of working. Adepts do shade into the corner once again, but the Hydras are there. You know you're up against Hydras. It is an easy decision. Oh, look at that. He gets 4 drones. 4 drones into trying to fade away with the Blinky Blinks. Nice. And Dark's just going to YOLO this. Dark's doing that. I'm just going to A-move you. He realizes, okay, probably not the best move. Got to gather up me forces. Double Colossus with Viagra on the way. 4th Nexus on the way as well. Hard to defend this 4th base because he's got this wall off. It does make sense. He's going to keep harassing with the Adepts. I love that move. I think this is a great way of just putting Dark on the defensive and punishing the fact that Dark, as much as he does use control groups, he does like a good F2 as well. He's a bit addicted to it, so... Oh, Nexus taking big damage. They don't have melee, so the Zerglings weren't doing anywhere near the damage I expected there. But with the army so far out of position, they get it. Really good value pickup. Anytime you're trading evenly with the Protoss feels pretty good as a Zerg, especially if you're up 6 to 8 workers for the last minute or two, like he's been. Oh, nice Oracle harassment. Unfortunately, one of the Oracles did run out of energy, though. 15 workers on this base. 7 more drones and an infestation pit. Dark's going to play this slow. He's going to go Lurker Den. I don't know. Does he even... Dark hasn't been... Remember, guys, Dark doesn't really scout. He scouts by attacking you, usually. I don't think he has any idea about the Colossus, does he? Now he does. Now he knows about the Colossus. At least he might. The Adepts distract him at the exact same moment that he got that vision, so he might not have realized. Because his camera was pulled elsewhere. The fact that he's going Lurkers anyway is kind of... I mean, he's doing what he needs to do, so seeing the Colossus and confirming it's not actually that important. It's going to be a 4 Colossus build out of ASTREA. I'd like to see ASTREA add Archons with this and charge. I actually think going pure Stalker Colossus puts you very all in, which can work, but you kind of need to commit before the Lurkers are up. I mean, as long as you hit Lair Tech Lurkers, maybe. Guys, why are you cheering for ASTREA? Because Dark beats him like 4 out of 5 times. They always have good fun games, but it's always like, will ASTREA beat him? It's that I'm not mincing words here. I love Dark, but he's a massive favorite, and I just want to see if ASTREA can even make this close. Stalker's trying to blink back. ASTREA is up a game. It's so hard to beat Dark, even when the tech's in your favor. Great stasis traps. Does lose a few Stalkers. Where are the Colossus, though? He's got 3 there. 4th one's arriving. It is a Stalker Colossus all in for all intents and purposes, guys. He's got +2 attack about to finish. These Zerglings are going to get roasted, so he's just waiting for the Zerglings to come out. He's like, I'll take some free kills. This Colossus going a little far forward there. A lot of those Colossus, Zerglings, sorry, do get roasted. Mass Banelings coming in. Stalkers are forward. I think, yeah, keep the Colossus off creep. Stalkers can blink away and kind of get out of bad positions, but Colossus is going to struggle with that a little bit more. Always feels weird committing this. I always feel like having Archons and then Storm come in behind it gives you like such a good army, but here we go. Mass Hydra Bane coming in from all sides, guys. So much Ling Bane Hydra. Good spreadies from ASTREA. Is it going to be enough, though? He's got to pull that Colossus back on the bottom right. Bottom right Colossus does get taken down. He saves one of the Colossus. Second Colossus saves as well. Beautiful, beautiful fight there from ASTREA. Weathers the storm of Banelings, and that should put him in a winning position. But Dark, as long as he gets these drones out, he's still on 4 bases. ASTREA has 4 as well, but, you know, there's chances. If you go on creep against Banelings, and ASTREA is going to go on creep against Banelings, he's going to commit. ASTREA is going to commit 100% here. He's not going to back out of this at all. Wow, I thought he'd back out after killing the base and taking such a good... Because it was a good value fight. Keep these Colossus alive, add Storm, add Archons, you're good. But now, I don't like his position at all. I think Dark's going to be able to collapse on this army if you stay here any longer. Templar Archives charges on the way. He's got 8 gases. Yeah, this is what you do as ASTREA. You just build insurance and you improve your position. You can start doing Zealot counterattacks with the Prism if you want, and just kind of split your army between your 3rd and your 4th base, and just defend. I think the other thing he needs to do is keep his Oracles up, so keep making Oracles, and just keep Revelating, keep good map control, and you really need to get into Immortals. I would go Disruptors, potentially, but no, probably not. Immortals is fine. Immortals plus Storm, 2nd Forge for shield and armor upgrades. It's improving his position. Lurkers are on the way with Seismic Spines. Dark, the problem with this position for Dark is that he doesn't have an economic advantage. He's barely just now rebuilding his 5th base. He doesn't have any range or armor upgrades for his Lurkers. So essentially, he's kind of all in, but because it's Dark, that just means he's even. Dark is a magician who just finds ways to win games. So I don't really think... Like, even if it was any other player, I'd be like, man, they're in a bad spot. They can't afford Broodlord transition. Their Lurker upgrades are kind of low. Their creep isn't great. They don't have much map control. And then I'm like, yeah, it's Dark playing, so like ASTREA has a very slight advantage, you know, knife's edge. And I'm like, okay, Dark, like you know you're good when I get this superstitious about you, man. I just think you're going to win always, especially in weekly cups. Very rarely does he get stopped in a weekly cup this early on. This early, I mean, it's the semi-finals, but still. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Big push. Now, there is High Templar available in that north and the south. Ooh. Zealot's warping on the natural. I think he needs a sentry there. That natural's going to get ransacked. He could recall a few units to his main, maybe. Natural's going to go down. He's going for it from 3 sides. Coming from 3 or 4 sides is ASTREA. Someone's lagging. Who? But who? The fact that I can still move around is how we know it's not me. Oh, no. The sewer mermaid. Guys, it seems like a pipe just got busted. And sewer has flowed into Florencio's subterranean apartment, ruining his internet connection, guys. This is unfortunate. I did not realize Florencio was casting on his stream as well right now. Hats off to Florencio. We're going to have to just quickly see if we can disconnect him from the game here, if his internet doesn't come back on. And damn, man. The sewer mermaid himself. And honestly, guys, this is a great push. ASTREA should have got in between this push. Letting him breach his natural was a huge mistake. So to give you, like he's going to lose all of his natural 20 workers, which is why ASTREA's taken this engagement. He didn't really want to take it, and this is awkward. Because his High Templar are going to clump on these corners. This corner here where my mouse is, and then also this area just down here. Oh, Florencio actually hit... Oh, Dark paused. Oh, man, this is crazy. Storm's landing big. The Zealots come in. Colossus actually got wrecked on the left side. I was not expecting that, guys. Zergling, Baneling in the natural, and now the main as well. Dude, I can't believe Dark brought this back. He's in such a trash position. And he literally just A-moved Ling Bane into the main base while sieging Lurkers in the middle. And just took a god tier trade and kind of wrecked ASTREA. And now he just runs like 6 Hydras in. Oh, no. I mean, it's not superstitious. It's high-level pattern recognition, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, stop glazing Dark. He's not that good, Pig. Yeah? He was in a bad position. Now he's in a game when it's over. He's at double the worker count. Unless Astraea can kill him with a counterattack right now, Astrea's dead. Astrea's going to take so long to recover his economy. And look, these Lings are just going to run back in, kill everything on that third. Astrea's trying to probe up and counterattack, which means nothing to defend. If he made Archons right now, maybe. He does have a Warp Prism. He's trying to make Archons on the front line, though, which means this base is getting wrecked. Looks like a Baneling rolled in that side as well. He is making Archons on the front. He's decided he's going all in into Lurkers. Attacking into Lurker Spore, guys, does not feel good. Spore Crawlers are killing Colossus right now. Okay, he's going to deny this base at least. That's something. If he hadn't lost every single bit of mining at home, then it might matter. There's a Zergling in his main with 4 kills. Ooh, the drones mostly get out. 14 drones have gone down, but yeah, Masslings coming in. Astrea's just going to have to tap, dude. On this map, you have to be wary of that choke point up the natural. If they get up there into towards your natural, they can ruin your day. Dark makes a lot of the most, high chance to bring a game back plays. There's so many potentially game-winning plays that Dark packs into every game he plays, and that's why he's never out unless he's out. All right, guys, Dark in the top left, and he's going to go for the third hatchery after Astraea blocks him. Astraea, man, he's got to be a little gutted after that last game. So clutch to survive the early game shenanigans. But it is what it is. Now people are saying, oh, your first impressions video's up. It's an hour long. What the hell, Pig? Yeah, well, there's a lot to talk about. There is a lot to talk about. It was a first impressions on the patch. I discussed the power level of each race at the end of their little faction, as well as a summary at the end about, who got the best out of the proposed patch changes. I went through what I think off my first impressions should change about the patch and a bunch of other things. So yeah, definitely we're going to put up a lot of videos over the next few days. And if you guys are watching this later on YouTube, I guess you guys might have already seen these. Check my main, Pig SC2, Pigstarcraft channel on YouTube. If you guys want to see me covering the patch, I'm going to be doing a lot more analyses as I figure things out, casts, and just kind of, figuring out how the mechanics work and giving my suggestions. I want to do as much of that as I can in the next week, because we've only got, a couple weeks until the season ends, which I imagine is when the patch comes out. So it's the best time now to test, share thoughts, and kind of come to a consensus as a community about what we want to happen. Oh, not consensus, but, get a general direction about what the best things are. Make sure we don't miss any details, because StarCraft's an incredibly complicated game. RTS in general is so complicated, but StarCraft especially. Stargate's on the way. Dep's coming in. Love this shirt you're wearing in the patch video, legalized stim packs. I love that shirt. It's an old Jinx shirt. I think... Was that for... Ooh, I'm trying to remember. So I think that was a gift. I think it was a gift from... I'm trying to remember who gave that one to me. But it's a good shirt. I wish there was more StarCraft t-shirts like that, like good ones. I remember quite a few years ago when... wasn't there there was some big clothing store that did a Blizzard collab, and they had all these really cool shirts, and then their StarCraft ones were just the most boring, plain, not even nice colored shirts with a crappy Terran or Zerg or Protoss logo on the sleeve or something, and it didn't look like a great t-shirt. Here we go, third base. Quick third base with a Void Ray. Dude, the Void Ray is so popular at the moment. To be fair, Hero did a lot of Void Ray stuff at EWC, and he made it look very, very reliable, even against Serral and Raynor. Drones are pumping. Queens are there as well. Third hatchery's there. I'm sorry for all the work you put on the balance patch. Let's put in the dumpster and try again. I didn't put any work into this balance patch. Are you talking about the video I made? I put 0 changes into it. I put 0 work into it. Who are you talking to, Logan? You shouting at the void there, buddy? These are the fun interactions you have on Twitch chat, guys. See, I get to have these in the comment section of YouTube videos after I post them, but with Twitch, I get to do them in real time. It's always good because there's a lot of people who are mentally deranged and they have zero communication skills. And it's funny because some of them actually have really good feedback on things. What they don't realize is that a community balance council that makes patches involves your feedback as part of the community. And if there's something you like or don't like, you can share it in an actual way where you explain what's wrong with it. And what's amazing is what happens then is the people that are testing changes in a public test realm, PTR patch, that's what that stands for, they then can adjust those things based on what makes sense. But it's okay because I know you have brain damage guy in the chat. So all you're going to do is just be like, it's bad, the thing bad. And people are like, what's bad? No, I don't like that. You did the thing bad. Which part? Bad, poo-poo. What league are you in? When was the last time you played a StarCraft game? I came just from Reddit. I hang out on Reddit and I complain about StarCraft. I've never played it. I post balance complaints in YouTube videos and on Reddit. And when there's a patch content, I never have anything to share on why it's bad other than vague comments. And when there's a really good period of an entire month before a patch to share my feedback and really like get it improved, I refuse to do so until after the patch drops. And then I complain incessantly that the community balance patch didn't take the feedback of the community. Sorry. Just had to let that one out there, guys. ASTREA's playing really bad. He lost his Oracle for no reason. Now he loses his Void Ray for no reason. And he's just getting wrecked. Spire is an easy choice here for Dark. Dark's work account is very bad, to be fair. So, I mean, ASTREA's work account is so nice. Defending the Ling Flood attempts with the Glaive Adepts and just sitting at home. Dark did massively react here, right? Dark's work account kind of sucks. ASTREA's unit usage, like losing the Oracle and Void Ray is really bad because he's blind and he doesn't know about the Spire now. He has to make a new Oracle. Thankfully, he does. He does make a new Oracle. I mean, he's got such a big worker lead. As long as ASTREA realizes there's a Spire, starts making Phoenix, he'll be good. But what's his Oracle doing? It's taking the long way around. His Adepts are going to pressure. Now, if he commits with this Shade, it's not good. He needs to not commit. I mean, maybe it's worth. He's going to go for it, the mad lad. I feel like this is kind of what Dark wanted. Then again, nice positioning. Oh, I mean, no Banelings. Dude, how do you not have any Banelings or a Roach Warren yet at 7 minutes? Dark, guys, there's greedy StarCraft play, and then there's the way Dark's playing this series. Dark is playing loose as all heck. Dark is looser than the sleeve of a wizard right now. I mean, this is crazy. He's playing so greedy. And the Spire gets spotted. Spire gets spotted, and Blink's already almost finished. So he can just make Blink Stalkers, make Phoenix. He's killed 12 workers. He annihilated the workers. Dark just got savaged in this game, man. Dark is absolutely... You know what? Like ASTREA came to play StarCraft. Dark walked into an alley to throw dice. That's all he's been doing. Right? Let's be honest. Let's be honest about the different approaches. Chat called it there. Marpolo said Dark's flipping coins. He's flipping coins on crazy all-ins. And this is how he wrecks people in weekly tournaments all the time. But ASTREA has died so much to this in the past. He seems to have his number today. Phoenix are building. It's funny. He's not even building muters because Dark realizes they're going to be counted. Yeah, which makes sense. Dark's going to try to re-drone, and he's going to make the most miraculous comeback 8 minutes from now. I like that ASTREA is going Robobait. He's going to go Colossus to deal with the Zerglings. Phoenix finds 3 Overlords down here for God knows why. They're having a little party or something? Yeah, Dark can bring it back from here. Despite being behind on mining for so long, Dark could totally bring it back. He denies the 4th base from going down with a single Zergling. ASTREA needs to take a 4th base. He sees no drones on the 4th, so he's like, oh, wait, you're not droning? No. He's been droning the whole time. He's just so far behind, he doesn't have any drones ready yet. Oh, hero! Oh my god. What? Dark runs in. ASTREA chucks a hero, leaves nothing in the wall off. Dark doesn't notice and just walks away with his 60 Zerglings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Double Forge, Colossus Stalker. Not a bad style. ASTREA's going to pressure. This is what he has to do. He can't give Dark too much room to recover. This is actually the correct call. Like, he's trying to figure out what Dark's doing right now, and the thing is that Dark's just desperately trying to drone up to recover, so attacking is actually the best move you can do here. He's got an Oracle. He's got a good Stalker count. Dude, the Adepts are doing pretty good. These Stalkers can blink back to the high ground. Okay, one Stalker gets left behind, few Adepts as well. He's forcing Dark to mass Zerglings, which is good. Dark's now making Hydra Tech and an Infestation Pit. Oh my lord. Dark's so Like any other Zerg, I would say they are completely dead. The last game, I'd say they were a bit behind, right? And then I was like, yeah, like quite behind. This game, Dark is in such a trash position, but if he just drags this game out long enough, he could totally get back in it. We saw he could do that on Site Delta, man. Oh my God. People say hero walls about it. I'm pretty sure this is a hero wall. I think he copied this from Hero, guys. It's not a bad wall off in terms of the placement of the buildings, but yeah, you got to keep a unit in that wall, right? Evo chamber, second Evo chamber, Lurker Den. He's going above 70 workers, up to like 75. Astrea's got 8 gas. He's got Immortals building. He's already going Templar Archives. He's going to have the Immortal Storm out way earlier. The problem is just if it stalls the game out. He does take out 3 drones on the gas with the Oracle. Oracle's still alive. Got to keep that Oracle alive. Very useful unit. How many Phoenix are out in this game, guys? Just 2. He's still hiding a few Phoenix, hoping that Dark commits. I'd love to see the Phoenix come up here. Does he realize? Send the Phoenix. Go kill the Overlords. Put Dark's vision on the back foot. Templar Archives is ready. 7 cannons are building right now, guys. Astrea is building dumbass insurance, as I call it. This is where you just build cannons and batteries in case you decide to be a dumbass and let units in your base. Once you get to about 70 workers and a 4th base on the way, it's pretty much always worth it as a Protoss in this matchup building dumbass insurance. I just feel like there's a size you get to where it's like, look, if I let Lings into 3 bases at once, it's too much to manage. So I'm a big fan. Big fan. 3-2 upgrade, Storm. But look at this, Infestor's on the way. Dark realizes you're going to give me all the time in the world. I'm going to make Infestor Lurker. And then Neural and like Broodlords and double upgrades and all this cool stuff. Stray needs to go Tempest and he needs to go it soon. No melee upgrades just yet. Wait, has he got a 3rd Evo, guys? No. +2 just finished. Oh, +1 just finished. Just 2 Evos. 5th base up top here for Dark. Astrea's going to do the army split. Remember what happened last time he split his army, though? Dark shoved up the middle, caused him some problems. I like that cannon battery spread. Astrea's trying to take a 5th base down here. I think the Zergling might barely aggro in and block this. The Phoenix could save it on the bottom, though, if he wants to. Right now, those are anti-Nidus Phoenix, essentially. Phoenix just letting that probe die. He does go the 3rd Evo. He's doing it, guys. He's going the 3rd Evo chamber. He's like, yeah, I gotta get ready for my Ultras and Zerglings to do some death later on. Let's go, man. 9 more workers. Dark's like, oh, I'm getting a free pass to late game, bro. Dude, I can't believe Dark's getting to late game. How confident does Astrea feel? I feel like playing Dark. Oh, my lord. Zerglings do take a big storm. Mostly survive, though. They will regen. Yeah, I feel like Dark is really not an exceptional late game player. At all. So keep in mind, like, the late game, in quotation marks, should focus, it should favor Astrea. Especially on this map where Tempests are so good, but like, I don't know. Dark's the kind of cat who could just flank your army, neural all your Immortals, and kill everything. How many Infestors are there? 4 with 4 more buildings. So yeah, he's going to try and just steal all of the units and use them against him. Maybe try and storm his own army if he can neural a High Templar. And Ultras and Corruptors both getting unlocked soon, which are, of course, 2 of Dark's favorite units. Technically, they're both hard-counted by things Protoss have, but they're very different Protoss things, and you need to be in the right position. So Ultra Corrupt is, like, really scary, because if the Ultras get on top of the High Templar and just kill them, the Corruptors just going to clean up the air army. To be fair, Astrea doesn't have an air army yet. At all. Doesn't even have a fleet. No, he's got a fleet beacon and 3 Stargates. Shields is on the way now. Alright, Zealots poking forward. Finding Lurker Spore Spine on all sides. Dark used to do this in ZvZ. If you guys remember, there was a Dark versus Rogue game where they played ZvZ. And they had the exact same position going into the late game. I think Rogue was a little ahead, actually. And then they just played Turtle, Lurker, Viper stuff. And Dark didn't even try to make a single offensive move. He just, like, covered his bases in Spores, Spines, added upgrades. And he just waited for Rogue to make mistakes. And Rogue made more mistakes than I've ever seen Rogue make in my life. Dark traded, I think he lost like 18,000 resources in this game, and Rogue lost 50,000. With the exact same unit composition, Lurker, Viper, Hydra. Versus Lurker, Hydra, Viper. So when Dark decides to just sit there and turtle, he has this, like, you'd think a really aggressive player, like Raynor has a problem where when the game gets slow, he gets frustrated. Whereas Dark sometimes is like, I'm way behind. And you're like, yeah, that's kind of bad because you're an aggressive player. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll just like turtle and just sit here for the next 40 minutes. And he'll get really frustrated and like make some dumb mistakes and then I'll win. And you're like, huh. Like Raynor doesn't have the ability to do that, right? Dark has the ability, because I always speak about Raynor and Dark because they're very similar players stylistically otherwise. Dark can just sit there and just like swap from a crazy aggressive player who looks like he's trying to knock you out with every blow to suddenly a guy who's just like, yeah, I'll stay here for the next 43 minutes. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I feel no stress at all in this situation. Notice how he's got right now a very slow protuberance of Lurker Spore that he's moving up this north side of the map. Sorry, guys. Casting with the dictionary here today. Protuberance. What can I say? I've gotten a lot better with my language recently, mostly as a sign of me trying to avoid using straight up naughty words, finding different, you know, replacement words. It's been fun. I've learned some language. It's been good. Couple stalkers. I think he's very happy to trade these out. I think Australia's getting disruptors. Disruptors are probably the best at sieging this other than Tempest. Why does he not have Tempest yet? He's got 3 Phoenix. I want to see Australia throw his Phoenix away, throw away some probes because he's got a giant bank, and get out like 4 or 5 Tempest to start picking at this. Oh, this is a good move. Yeah, he can just bust through. Oh, as long as he doesn't lose the Spore Crawler. He's got Storm. Doesn't want to get jumped on though. Yeah, Dark's very quick to just jump on an army if he sees that you're out there, you know? Oh, good Storm. Gets himself a Lurker. So this is like, Australia's like, I'm being efficient. Look at me. This is, so guys, if you want to imagine these guys, Dark started this whole series and this game 3 as a rhinoceros. His nostrils flaring, you know, stamping his hoof. And Australia, on the other hand, he basically started this as Sandstorm. The monster from the Mighty Boosh, made out of sandpaper, who's so angry and worked up and such a menace because he can't pleasure himself due to his sandpaper hands. But he also uses his sandpaper hands as like his weapon to sandpaper his opponents down. Great show, The Mighty Boosh. Very, very good TV show. Definitely not just basically an acid trip in, you know, TV form. So anyway, basically, Australia's trying to sandpaper him down, which means he's got to shave off like 1 millimeter of skin at a time until he like gets down to the bone. And then he's got to sandpaper Dark's bones as well. But it's actually Dark who's the one who's been doing the boning in Game 2. We'll see what can happen here in Game 3 to close out this series. Archon, High Templar, Colossus, Stalker, and Model on that side. They're going to see if they can move to the left. Oh, Ling's trying to hide. Flux Veins is on the way. Flux Veins is a negative upgrade in my opinion. So I've come to this decision, guys, even if I play heavy Void Ray, to never make Flux Veins. And the reason is it just makes your Void Rays fly ahead of your army and clump up more against Vipers and Infestors. So I've decided that Flux Veins is a negative ability. I would rather play without Flux Veins, because with my bad micro, it actually results in more damage to my army than the aid that it gives. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. Dark's Banelings, dude, it's like he's throwing rocks right now at a siege tank. I mean, this is not working out well. These Banelings aren't doing these. He's trying to get the Mass Changeling in because he wants to pop the Nidus Worms in the back. He doesn't have a Nidus Worm. Okay, he's decided to start one now as the Mass Changeling tries to come. And he's learning from Rogue, guys. Rogue influencing the meta. A couple spores getting picked off. Disruptor's doing a great job there. I would prefer Tempest to Disruptors. I don't know about you guys. I feel like Tempest, because they can shoot up, they shoot down, they shoot all around, you know? Now, Australia, if we end up losing this, you should just spread cannons around. This is the problem, because Terran doesn't have cannons. If you just have a cannon covering every bit of your base, then you're kind of fine. Yeah, he's got a Stalker here. He's shift-clicked it on the Changelings. At least he's aware of the problem. Ooh, Stalker Zealot. Not going to find much, though. Losing a few Stalkers and Zealots isn't the worst thing, though. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Nidus Worm, but no attempts just yet. Doesn't want to reveal the Nidus Worm. There we go. Nidus Worm goes down. Australia. Australia's not watching. Australia's busy. There we go. He's watching. It's fine. 2 DTs warp in. Oh, High Templar goes down. Oh, and abducts. High Templar and a couple of Immortals and a Colossus and a Disruptor. Colossus gets out of there. Gets pulled back. No. Wow, so much damage. To be fair, I don't think you actually want Colossus at all at this stage of the game. I think we could argue that killing the Colossus helps Australia more than it hurts him. Oh, he's dodging the spiky spikes. Australia playing some high level, high IQ micro. Dark's down 3,000 resources and the units lost, guys. I definitely feel like right now, ASTREA just needs to add a few Tempests and be aware of the infestors. ASTREA's, yeah, Dark's like, why is he putting a stasis trap down? Dark. Think he meant to revelate, maybe got the hotkey wrong. Oh, he loses the infestor, actually. Only gets one oracle and the infestors are revealed. ASTREA playing some high Q. That's exactly what I said, Tarraga. Yes. Then I was like, high IQ, good micro. I speak good Englando. Me speak a good Englando, okay? Oh, Mama's here. We got Mama in the south. Upgrades finally rounding out for Dark. The question is, what does Dark do, guys? What does Dark do from here? And also, is ASTREA not going to make Tempests? I thought Tempests were just the thing you do. But maybe he's like, screw it. I mean, he should be throwing workers away, right? And he should also be denying this base. Tempest could deny that base on the right so easily. Letting Dark take that base is actually a big problem. I mean, the Disruptor tax is big. I think maybe ASTREA is just like, hey, as long as I keep taxing you with Disruptors, it doesn't matter. Wouldn't mind some feedy backies on the Queen. That's probably one of the weirder ways of saying that. Feedy backies? Oh, Storm's clearing the Zerglings. Knight in the main. Dark Templar warping in. I think he's got to build cannons everywhere so he doesn't get so distracted by this. Disruptor goes down, but so does a Queen. I think that's obviously a better trade for the Zerg. And a couple of Ducks there on the Vipers, getting rid of an Oracle. Very nice play. Yeah, you want to just build cannons covering everything in your main and natural so you don't have to worry about this, guys. Because, like, you don't need to kill the Changelings. The cannons will automatically kill the buildings. And it allows you to focus on the front, and APM and attention is such a big resource in this scenario. The fact that Dark's mining a middle base and ASTREA isn't, ASTREA's both not mining his left and not denying it, really gives some chances to Dark. He's got 16 Corruptors and Great Aspire on the way. To be fair, Dark's not mining this base, which will matter later on if he can't secure that. Da 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 da. Chitinous plating's there, +3 melee, +3 carapace for flyers as well. What are the air upgrades for Protoss? +2 attack, no armor, no +3 shields. 8 Broodlords are morphing, guys. Dark right now, he's chilling. He's building more spores. I do think ASTREA needs to lower that worker count. I think when you've got this much money, yes, mining the base, the map out is important, but I don't think you need to do it at this rate. I think like you can kind of, you know, have a few less workers than 70. Because the rate you mine out is not as important as having more units. And if he could free up supply for Tempest, I think that'd be really good. I like that he always makes sure he revelates before going with the Disruptors. I think that's really big. Yeah. He's got to pull back, though. Broodlords. Broodlords. I mean, that's going to force him to build Tempests now. And I feel like ASTREA should have already had Tempests, even if just a few of them. He's going to give up this position, this base. Wow. Not a bad call. There's a good spread of Nidus, Lurker, Spore, Spine everywhere. Hard to engage into that. I mean, to be fair, it's only 2 Lurkers. He could A-move it. The only thing defending Dark's base right now is the intimidation factor of being Dark. And look at this. And the counter threat of Lurkers. Oh my god, you can't lose your Stargates. You can't lose your Stargates. And he didn't build cannons everywhere. DTs, though. DTs could deal with this. If he goes in with the DTs can deal with this. This army breaks through. He breaks through a Lurker position up here. ASTREA right now in trouble. Dark is making the game messy, and we know Dark is good in a messy game, whereas pretty much anyone else is going to struggle in this style of game of StarCraft. The Dark Templar are just chilling. If they go in, they could kill every single one of those Dark Templar. It would be game-changing. But he's forgotten about them, and now the Overseers have arrived, which means that weakness is gone, that opportunity's gone. Great Aspire will go down, Tempest trying to build. ASTREA has a big bank, he can always rebuild from here, but he has to find a way to get enough value, and it looks like the value is all going Dark's way right now. ASTREA did not seem to have a clear plan of exactly what his game-winning condition was in this one, and he's going to come back with Mama and very slowly clean this up, but only very, very, very slowly. Where are the Tempest building, guys? 2 in the natural. And 1 in the main. Well, that Stargate is still alive. Slowly killing Lurkers with the Mothership 1 at a time. Takes a long time. Looks like Parasitic Bomb just took out a Oracle. 5 Oracles have gone down in this game. Tempests and Mothership, I guess, will very slowly clean everything up. Cannons damaging the Overseers as those fly out of there. I'd be worried about units coming in to snipe the air, but I guess there's no real response for it right now. 3 Lurkers go down. Very nice catch there, but the Broodlords going to get a little bit of revenge on those units. Storm? Tickles a few Broodlords, nothing too huge. Needs to storm them again. But a couple Stalkers going to go down for the price. Tempest Observer's right there. He's got to deal with it. Finally, ASTREA deals with it. But no chill on the front. Dark Templar all die to the Overseer Lurker. That's kind of good. It frees up supply. ASTREA has a lot of supply free, but he's really not been focused on his supply at all today. He had this same issue earlier, right? He had it in the PvP versus Geralt, where he wasn't really paying attention to his supply, and he was in danger of getting overwhelmed by not having the complete army, but while banking, way more resources than his opponent, he's still got so much more money in the bank, but he's got to find a way to spend it with only 6 gates. He's trying to go 7 Stargates, which means he's kind of being swapped into full air right now. Corruptors do come forward. Really nice storms. One of the Vipers does go down. Phoenix trying to help out as well. Disruptor shots are pretty darn good there. He's going to be losing these Stargates, though, which is such a big problem. Corruptors trying to come forward. Oh, man, he's going to have to rebuild all of his production over here, which, to be fair, he is doing. He's got the Archon Immortal out here. The Hydra's dealing with it. Oh, if he just fought! The Immortals do turn. They start to fight those Hydras. They will win this fight. Hydras are going to go down to the Immortal Archon. Very tanky, chunky units. Broodlords and Infestors heading home. Corruptors come in, sniping down the Oracles. Lovely snipes there for Dark. Dark is now ahead 4,000 resources in the units lost while mining out one of the middle bases on the right side. That is massive. It doesn't mean it's his game, though. Remember that ASTREA was ahead earlier in this game. He still has a bank of 18,000 resources up against just 5,000 for Dark. And it's not like ASTREA's supply is all that bad either. Losing some probes has actually helped him more than hurt him. He's only down 5 workers, so that's perfectly fine for this stage in the game. Lurker's trying to come forward. I think he could fight those Lurkers. He's trying to defend from the Corruptors on this side, the Broodlords as well. Dark! What a beautiful engagement! What the hell? He's going to get him before his production kicks in. Is ASTREA going to die with 20k resources in the bank, guys? Oh my lord, he might. I can't believe it. You are not meant to die. He's got 13,000. I mean, he's spending his money pretty fast now, but his units are dying. He's got Tempests and Void Rays coming out. Cannons and batteries could help out, but the units are dying as they rally into the Corruptors. The Cannons helping out, though. The Cannon Battery Void Ray doing A-OK. That Void Ray does get sniped as well. Broodlord's wrecking that right side. Dude, 6,000 resource lost advantage in favor of Mr. Dark. Dark's income is also going to be getting ahead now as that Nexus dies. ASTREA's back to 1 base mining. ASTREA, I think, fumbling a little bit in these high-intensity moments where Dark... I don't know if I go back 10 minutes in this game, I could tell you what Dark's plan is, other than to just play and see what happens. But I also feel like ASTREA was kind of in the same boat, where, without Tempest to chip away at his opponent, it's like the Broodlords arrived and he just did not quite have an answer. I think a bit too high on probes, a few idle Phoenix, not building cannons in his main to deal with the Niduses, I think was a big mistake because it just basically cost him so much attention. He's now trying to build Void Rays out of his remaining Stargates, but of course, he is supply blocked. His gas is almost gone. Only 2 gateways in this game, only one of which is powered. And Dark is still maxed with a bit of money in the bank. 10 Broodlords, 8 Lurkers, 19 Corruptors, 3 Infestors, and 14 Hydralisks. Beautiful upgrade tab up the top as well. And Dark, man. Remember this early game? Yes, ASTREA threw away his Void Ray and his Oracle, but Dark tried to do a Ling Flood, got it blocked by the heavy Adept opening after the Void Ray, and then took so much damage to the Adept attack. But because he had a fast Spire, ASTREA played a little bit scared of the Spire. He was very worried about what that Spire might achieve, and in hindsight, ASTREA probably didn't need to build Phoenix at all until he confirmed that mutas were actually on the map. I think it makes sense to build Phoenix at a time, but looked like he was maybe a little bit more worried than he potentially needed to be. Maybe he could have just hit like a timing attack. It's hard to say because we knew how far ahead he was. He did not in the heat of the moment. He didn't have as much information as we did. And ASTREA's got one last remax. And I mean, he can retake these bases, so I guess it's not over. It's just he's spending his money, this giant bank, rebuilding his infrastructure. Now, to be fair, Dark has made no attempt to take this left to middle base. And if ASTREA gets to mine this whole base out, does he actually have a longer tail of income than Dark? Dark's got maybe 1,000, 2,500, 3,000, about 3,000 minerals and 1,500 gas on that base. This base has 1,000 gas. And maybe 2,000 minerals, 2,500. And he's just got dregs other than that. You know, a few mineral patches around. Whereas ASTREA gets a completely fresh base here. That's 12,000 resources total. This base still has 2,000 gas and about 2,400 minerals. This base has 2,400 gas and also about 2,400 minerals, maybe 2,300. Got a bit of minerals down here as well, about 1,000 in scraps. All right, lurker push on the left. ASTREA has to give this up, just cancel it. Oh, cancels at the very last second. Oh my gosh. Oh, the neural parasite on the Void Rays. Oh, the Broodlord's Killer Disruptor for a break. The Void Rays turned against his own army, focusing down the carriers. Oh my lord, the Void Rays. But wait. The carriers. The Void Rays, that some of the neurals got broken there. The Void Rays turned on him. The Corruptors are going down. Wait, the carriers aren't all fighting the Corruptors and Hydras though. The carriers and the Tempest need to be fighting the anti-air units. It's so close right now. 12 Corruptors trying to be rebuilt. ASTREA needs to win this fight. He can't lose this fight. If he loses this fight, I think he loses the game. Oh, okay. Units lost tab, 8,000 in favor of Dark. But a lot of that was buildings and stuff. I think that fight was a bit better for ASTREA. And there's still a hive, so you need to build... Oh, he hasn't rebuilt his hive. Guys, he can't make Vipers. He can't make Vipers, and he just lost all of his infestors. He does have an infestation pit, but Dark's out of gas. Void Rays are being remaxed on Void Ray Zealot. There's no answer to the Void Rays. Void Rays are actually really good right now against what Dark is using. Dark's trying to build Queens to spend his mineral bank. Zealots are fighting as best they can with 3-3-2 upgrades. Not again. Who now? Laurencio joined game 3? No. Oh, his computer must be crashing. Oh, no. Hot diddly damn, fam. Thanks, Mapu. Maybe you should tell him that, not us. Yeah, he's going to restart his computer for sure. Okay, guys. Units lost tab. Can we look at the... Oh, we can't look at units lost while this happens. We can't change tabs or anything. Damn. Void Ray, Carrier, Oracle. We got Nexus, Twilight Council, Cannon. So this is a third base here. Thank you so much, Vinakuza, by the way, for the sub. Parkway MDM before with the cheer. If you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to use your Prime Gaming subs. Free subs if you go on Amazon Prime. All right, guys. So that base does get cleaned up after Florencio lags out again. Unfortunate day for his computer. That sucks. I hate having those tech issues. Sucks for him, mate. Now, we do have +3 attack. Only +1 armor on these air units. 24 Corruptors are going to wreck 8 carriers, but it's the 8 Void Rays that help out. That could be big. Oh, man. No High Templar. I think ASTREA has enough of a gas tail here coming in on these last few bases. He needs to rebuild his Templar Archives. Because there's Hydra's Lings. Like, you need Archon High Templar to deal with that. But also, they'll help against the Corruptors so much. I do like the Zealot counterattacks, but they're not going to... Oh, my God. They're about to meet a forest of anti-Zealot. He'd be better off going around and trying to hit this top base. Mass Spore Spine plus Lurkers. Zerglings with 3-3 and Adrenal actually beat Zealots, but if the Zealots are in a big enough group, they can kind of create a phalanx where they cover each other's backs, and that's what works out for them. Templar Archives is finally coming in along with +2 air armor. Oh, no! Wait, maybe ASTREA's like, get out of here. I control this guys, bro. These Zealots try to run in, they ain't gonna find much. Zealot's gonna try to come back, join forces, and deal with this. Dark accidentally runs through a few drones over. I didn't even know if that was an accident. Maybe it was trying to free up supply. Zealots should do okay here, since there's so many of them. Remember, 4 Zerglings, same price as 1 Zealot. So you need a lot more Zerglings than there are Zealots to win those fights. Dude, without Vipers, he's going to really struggle. Parasitic Bomb counters Void Rays super hard. But look at this. Now there's 3 High Templar underneath. I can't believe this game's going like this. Like, both players have just found themselves in positions where I thought they were going to win, and then I guess Australia's brought it back with his giant bank. Dark's been trading so much better than he has. 8,000 resources ahead. Ling Lurker goes for the Surround and the Zealots. Getting good fights, man. Okay, did he just kill a carrier, guys? I'm not sure. There's still 8 carriers up. 8 Void Rays, so no. Looks like he was looking for the carrier snipe, but couldn't find it. 8 Infestors are on the way. Still no Hive. Dark's just like, man, there's not enough resources on this map left to justify a Hive, and I think that's the problem for Dark, is like there's this bigger tail of income for ASTREA right now. Oh, he's found the Lurkers. The Void Ray Observer find the Lurkers, gets all of them. And even though those Zealots, those Zealots, especially with the Warp in, easily defend that side, ASTREA lost his entire main base. But in this weird orientation of the map, he's doing great. There's 9 carriers right now. I don't think we want any more carriers. I think you want more Archons in your army. Oh, Spore's coming forward. He's going to try and fight this. Corruptors are on the wrong side of the map, guys. Oh, big mistake here. Microbial Shroud going down is going to help, though. Oh, the Storms. I mean, Storms do kill all your own Interceptors here. That's the problem with storming in these situations. That's why Disruptors are a little bit better. Neural from the left. Oh, my gosh. The Void Ray is actually killing a carrier right now, but... Dude, what a weird fight this is. And oh my god, did he lose all of his Storms already? Time Warp. Oh my god, the Storm's okay on the Corruptors, but the Void Ray Prismatic Alignment's the main thing. Wow. Okay, 3 carriers and 3 Void Rays just died, guys. Only 5 Corruptors died. Hydras died. Maybe 1 Infestor died. This once again feels like good trading for Dark. I don't know how. This is just having creep and using this Spore Schlong. If you have the Spores there, it's really hard for them to deal with. This base, oh, that's the last of his mining. He's like, dude, I can't let ASTREA mine from this base. Dark's like all-inning this base right now, and it's the right call. He can't let him mine it. He absolutely cannot. He's going to walk all of his Spine Crawlers over here from all the other parts of the map to try and overwhelm the ground so that his other units can get in there. ASTREA has gas right now. He can make Archons, but you don't want to go too crazy on the Archons. They're not the most generically good fighting unit, especially against like Lurkers and Spines. They will help, though. Cannon versus Spine Crawler, the final showdown. I think the carriers should probably fight here. The Tempests are going to help a lot. Yeah, keep the Tempests alive. I mean, the Tempests should just be chipping the entire time. Make as many High Templar and Archons as you can. Pull black, pull back, black. Oh, big Storm. But he loses a Tempest, and that's the problem with not having enough Tempests to actually kill the Corruptors. If you have enough to, like, one-shot them per volley, it makes a bigger difference. I think it's okay to lose this base as ASTREA as long as you don't lose your army. I think ASTREA should win this game, and watch Dark turn should into nah. He's like, oh, you should lose. Dark's very good at turning you should lose situations into nah, F you, nah, F you. Like, you know, it's that famous fight where the two guys are both just holding each other and punching each other in the face in that ancient Pride MMA fight between the giant dude and that other guy. It's Dark will win like that. He will find a way where he should get knocked out, and he's like, no. I'll knock out your fist with my chin. And you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Takayama and Don Fry. That's the names I was looking for. The memes of that fight, you're just like, oh my lord. The amount of brain damage sustained in one engagement for our entertainment. Absolutely brutal. Dark's that sort of fighter, man. Let's go! Corrupted dive! Gets carrier number 1. Gets a Tempest. Gets Tempest number 2. But he is taking big damage to the Voids. He gets another carrier on the way out. Okay, that was a lot of units. He did lose a lot of Corruptors. He's still got 13 left, though. I think it was a great trade for Dark individually, but he's losing everything on the ground slowly to the Tempests. That's what's rough. He's lost all of his mining on the right side of the map. I think ASTREA can back out of this. He's still got a bit more minerals coming in. He spent all of his gas. It's all about efficiency at this point. It's all about efficiency. These are the last units. I don't think you can beat 7 Void Rays with 13 Corruptors unless you're a magician. Dark says, hold my beer! It almost gives us some pub magic. I mean, yeah. That's when the guy throws the glass of beer in your face and takes your wallet and is like, see, it did a magic trick. And you're like, that's not cool, man. Give it back. And he just kind of like crosses his arms and looks at you, and you realize this guy's stabbed people before, like many times. And you're like, yeah, you can keep my wallet. That's essentially like Dark's trying to do that. Except in this scenario, ASTREA is a braver man than I am. I think he's going to ask for his wallet back and maybe even call the police. Like, you know, I don't. Yes, you're taking this hatchery. He's trying to make ASTREA panic. ASTREA just walked Tempest into Spore Crawls. I don't think ASTREA can lose this game. Long distance mining with 20 drones and trying to build a hatchery there. It's a Chad move. I'm very proud of Dark. I just don't think he can. I don't think he can do this, right? Void Ray, High Templar, Archon. Corrupt is looking for the little flanky flank. You gotta be careful not to leave anything hanging out here. Good Storm, good Revelation. Yeah, unless he was to get, like, if he could neural 3 Archons to initiate the fight, or all 3 High Templar and storm his own units, maybe. Chat says Dark has it in the bag. There's no way, guys. His army's so much worse. He needs to secure this base. Oh, dude, neural. Okay, get over here. He neurals the carrier. He's like, come and die. Dude, he gets one of the 3 carriers. He gets one of the 3 carriers. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's only 2 carriers left. 2 carriers and 3 Tempests. And the Spores and Spines are buying Dark a lot of time, but Dark's down to only 4 drones. This base isn't even worth anything anymore because he doesn't have the drones to mine it. Now, ASTREA doesn't know that, though. So ASTREA's still like, oh god, I gotta get through. I gotta kill this. Okay, oh, good Storm. Overseer goes down. Corrupt is taking good damage as well. Queen goes down. The hemorrhage for Dark, though, guys. I mean, he's still ahead 7,000 resources in the units lost, but you gotta realize how inefficient ASTREA was for most of this game. I feel like this is the secret to ASTREA beating Dark, guys. Guys, he had 10 queens in there! Dark had 10 queens in that Nidus Worm! He didn't have an exit anywhere else on the map. I don't know when that happened. He had 10 queens in that Nidus Worm. When did they get in there? When did that happen? What? I don't know what else was in there. I saw 10 queen pictures and a Zergling. I don't know what else was in. Yes, you lose them if there's no Nidus exits or entrances anywhere on the map. He just lost like 20 supply. He had 10 more queens this whole time. Oracle gets neuraled. ASTREA's army gets revelated, so he recalls to defend his production because the Zerglings actually distract him. Dark's frantically mining gas right now, but his tech is dying. So even if he gets mining up on that base, he's not going to be able to build any of the good important units. ASTREA trying to finish him off. What is this game of StarCraft? You're a parasite, the Archon! Oh my god, these neurals, the Archons are doing big friendly fire. But, oh my god, another neural! ASTREA's attacking into the static. I don't think there's enough anti-air. The neurals will eventually break. The Archons, they do a lot of damage, but they don't really kill anything. And the neurals break. The Infestors just don't have enough energy. They say, honey, can you please give me 15 minutes? Trust me, I'll be ready for another round momentarily. ASTREA's like, no. Why would I give you that time to recharge? Dark's like, oh, come on, don't shame me. Just give us a minute, honey. Come on, trust me. Like, this never happens, I promise. No. Oh, okay, neurals. The neurals again. Oh my god, he just neuraled one, killed the Tempest, but then the Storm forced him to cancel it, so he dodges the Storm. Okay, Infestor Lurker hanging out. Link's coming in from behind. Remember, he's made crazy draws happen against like max packs with burrowed Infestors before. So Dark right now is not hunting for a win so much as he's hunting for a draw. He's going to surround the Archons. Oh my god, is he going to kill all the Archons? He gets rid of one. One Archon goes down. No, he doesn't quite have enough. Okay, and I think Dark's ready to tap now. What a game. What a series. When you take a Korean man that loves soju and an American man that wears giant clown shoes and a big red nose, you get yourself some bloody fantastic StarCraft. What in the hell? 95 drones to 88 probes killed. 418 Zerglings to 63 Zealots. 7 Immortals. 10 Broodlords. 9 Archons. 2 Colossus. 9 Tempers. 13 Carriers. 23 Void Rays for 47 Corruptors. 36 Lurkers. These are all the units that died. 3 Mummers. That's right. ASTREA the man with 3 mums. He's so liberal living there in San Diego that he has 3 mums. Not 2, 3. This game was sick. I mean, he had to rebuild his entire production. Look at his buildings. Look at how many buildings he had to rebuild. 2 Twilights, 3 Forges, 3 Cybercores, 3 Robos, 9 Nexi, 17 Gateways. This was a wild, wild game of StarCraft. Hats off to ASTREA. I really felt like I would have been demotivated if I was ASTREA when Dark was like killing you when you had 20k in the bank and no production and no way to spend it. But ASTREA managed to fight back, survive, migrate to the bottom left corner of the map, and bring it back. GG, well played, mate. Hats off to you.